Signs, right? All right, good morning, everyone. This is Judge Kassan. If you'll give me a few minutes, we'll take the docket call here in a few minutes. Mr. Sines, good morning.
Good morning, Judge.
How are you today?
I'm well, Judge. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's my understanding you're here for Erica Cardenas. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And I have been informed that you did have a plea offer from the prosecutor. Is that correct?
I have a plea offer, Judge. I'd like to see if I can speak with Mr. Dixon a little bit more about that.
Sure. We'll let you go into a breakout room with him and visit with him, and then we'll come back and see what you all agree on. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. All right. For everyone else, just so you're aware, we are currently live streaming on YouTube, and that's in order to comply with the open courts provision of the Constitution. I'm going to go over some preliminary instructions, and then I will call the docket. So when I call your name, if you could take yourself off of mute and let me know that you're here, okay? Let's see. All right, very good. All right, this is for some of you an initial appearance docket, for some of you a pre-trial docket. For those of you that have been here before and are reset to speak with the prosecutor, you will be visiting with him in a breakout room here shortly. If that's the case, look for the pop-up to come up on your screen. Click on that, you'll be sent to a breakout room with him, okay? If this is your initial appearance, I will be asking you how you plead on your case. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. If you plead guilty, you're admitting guilt and you're asking the court to assess the punishment in the case. If you plead no contest, you are not admitting guilt. However, you're choosing not to contest the charges and you just want to resolve the matter today. If you do want to contest the charges, you would enter a plea of not guilty. You will then have an opportunity to set your case for a trial. You can have a non-jury trial or a jury trial. You do have a constitutional right to a jury trial, which means the case would be heard and decided by 6 citizens of Olmos Park. You can choose to waive a jury trial and instead have a trial by judge, okay? Today is not a trial setting, or today is not a trial docket, so you will be scheduled for a later date and time to have that trial setting. You will have the opportunity today to visit with the prosecutor to discuss any facts that you think are in question, okay? Now, just a few additional preliminary instructions. If you are here for moving violations and you want to try to keep that off your driving record, there are some options available to you. The first of which is the driving safety course. If you have not taken that in the last 12 months, you may be eligible. However, you must have a valid Texas driver's license and insurance in your name. You must pay the court fees of $144, and then you will have 90 days to complete the course. Upon completion, you return to court with your certificate and a copy of your driving record. Then the case is closed out and does not appear as a conviction on your driving record. If you are under the age of 25, you must take the driving safety course. Okay, that's a requirement by state statute. If you do not qualify for the driving safety course, you may qualify for deferred disposition. It's sometimes informally called probation. It's an unsupervised probationary period, anywhere from 1 day to 180 days, depending on the violation charged. There's a special expense fee that must be paid, and then you must comply with some requirements during that deferral period. Okay, the fee varies from case to case, and the requirements vary from case to case. However, upon successful completion of everything, the case will be closed out at the end of the deferral period and will not appear as a conviction. Some of those additional requirements may include maintaining insurance, obtaining a driver's license, attending a course, completing community service hours, etc. Again, that varies from case to case, and we will address those specifics upon discussion of your case, okay? If you are here for an equipment violation, perhaps expired registration, a taillight that was out, etc., if you were able to get those items corrected, you may be able to just pay the compliance fee, but you must present proof that those items were corrected. That may include a photograph or a copy of the receipt. Again, if that is in compliance, then the deferral and the compliance fee is just $10 or $20. Okay, that depends on the charge against you. If you need a payment plan and extension of time, request for community service hours, etc., we can take those up individually here in a few minutes. If you are a commercial driver's license holder, you are not eligible for the driving safety course nor for the deferred disposition option. That's a state law requirement. And if you are under the age of 25, you must take the driving safety course. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and call the docket, and then we'll go through the docket in alphabetical order. Okay. So first up, Charles Baron.
Here, Your Honor.
All right. Very good. Thank you. Joseph Bermudez. Joseph Bermudez. Christopher Cheatwood. Christopher Cheatwood. Chesney Clemens. Chesney Clemens. Brittany Kuileha. Brittany Kuileha. Ilya Dempsey.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Thank you. Miguel Escalera. I see you there, sir. Thank you. Selena Garcia. Selena Garcia or Selena Garcia. Milton Guy. Milton Guy. Jacqueline Hartwig. Jacqueline Hartwig. Freddie Hernandez. Freddie Hernandez. Matthew Laird. Matthew Laird. I see you on the screen there. Jeffrey Lim.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Thank you. Tina Lopez Melendez. Tina Lopez Melendez. Federico Matamoros. Federico Matamoros. Janie Perez. Janie Perez. Deshaun Pettit. Deshaun Pettit. Rogelio Renteria III. Rogelio Renteria III. Olivia Rivas. Olivia Rivas. Okay. Heather Schmidt. Heather Schmidt. Heather Smith. Linda Solis. Linda Solis. Yolanda Watkins. I see you there. Christopher White. Christopher White. All right. I know there's a couple of people here that I missed, but I'll come back to you in just a second. Mr. Dixon.
Judge, I have a plea agreement on the Erica Cardenas cases with Mr. Sines.
Okay.
On the failure to drive in a single lane, that is a no contest plea, 180 days deferred disposition, a fine of $384. And let's say, I'll get to the payments in a minute, Judge. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
And then on the registration, it's a compliance dismissal with proof and $20. So I don't know if we have the registration documents yet or not, but compliance dismissal and then waive the warrant fee on that one.
Okay.
And then on the drug paraphernalia, I'm going to dismiss it for the failure to maintain single lane, but pay the warrant fee of $50.
Okay.
The three of those together is $454. So they were going to basically pay half of that next week. I guess with the compliance and the warrant fee, it gets a little hinky, but and then I'll just say the balance within 45 days.
Okay. Excuse me. Mr. Sines, is that your understanding of the plea offer?
Yes, Judge, that's the discussion Mr. Dixon and I had, and we agreed with that. And I did forward, Mr. Dixon, I did forward you the compliance documents on the registration, so hopefully you have that from my last email.
Okay, just make sure that get that to the clerk, please.
Okay,
If you
I
could,
will.
if you could resend that to the clerk's email address, and then we can process that in the file. Okay.
I will, yes.
All right. Any questions about the plea offer?
No questions, Judge.
All right, very good. I'm going to go ahead and accept that plea offer that you two agreed on, and then we'll get this processed for you. Make sure that you said half of the payment will be submitted by next week. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge, that's correct.
All right, and then we'll provide you the paperwork with the balance due, which will be due in 45 days. Okay?
Very good. Yes, ma'am.
Judge,
Thank you.
it might work out to about 150 on the failure to maintain single lane. And then, I don't know, I'll let the clerks figure that out, but it's, it's not half the fines because some of them are just fees, but
Sure.
some of them have to be paid up front, like the compliance dismissal, but I'm sure they can figure that out.
Right, we'll get it worked out so that we can take care of the compliance dismissal first, and then we'll work the fees out from there.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay? Mr.
Thank you,
Sines, anything
Judge.
else?
No, that is all. Thank you, Mr. Dixon.
All right,
You're
you're
welcome.
excused. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Frank, you have Mr. Baran.
Okay.
He was scheduled to see you again today.
All right, I'll visit with him, Judge. Thank you.
Sir, you're going to go into a breakout room, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, and then I have, it's the screen name says Annalisa Pena, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor, it may have been the case that I didn't need to appear. I had an expired registration and I paid the ticket and I have my new registration. I emailed the payment receipt to the court.
Okay. Valerie or Myra, can you check on that for me, please?
Sure, you're gonna.
You said it was a registration violation then?
Yep.
Was the middle name Garza?
Correct, yes.
Yeah, it closed out on July 29th, Judge.
Okay. All right, so you're free to go. There's nothing else you need to do. The case has been closed out.
Thank
Thank you
Your
for
Honor.
appearing this morning. You have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, I have a screen name says Samsung SMG9 91U. If you could unmute and let me know your name, please.
Yes, ma'am. Kathy Perales?
Kathy Fidelis.
Yes, ma'am.
Were you from an earlier docket this morning?
She might have been from the 10.
The name
No, it
sounds
was,
familiar.
yes, it was for this morning at 11:15.
Okay, let me see here. Okay, I see you there. All right. You were actually scheduled earlier, but that's fine. You're here, so.
I'm sorry, ma'am. My email said today at 11:15.
No, that's fine. That's perfect.
Oh,
I got
okay.
you checked in. You're good.
Okay. So
All
sorry
right.
about that.
Thank you. You're fine.
Okay.
And then let's see, a phone number ending in 165. What is your name? Nope. Phone number ending in 165. If you could press *6 to unmute. Phone number ending in 165. If you could press *6, please. There we go. What's your name?
Hi, Jacqueline Hartwig. I had tried to press that earlier, but it wouldn't unmute when you
Okay.
called my name.
Sure. All
Sorry
right.
about that.
Checked you in and we'll be with you shortly. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Very good. All right. So first up is Ilya Dempsey.
Yes, Your Honor.
Am I saying that correctly?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right. All right. Very good. Let's see. You have a charge here for speeding 38 in a 25-mile-per-hour zone. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Not guilty. Trial by judge or trial by jury?
Actually, I'm sorry. I might have misunderstood you. What is it where essentially it's equivalent to adjourned adjudication?
Oh, right. So if you wanted to opt for the deferral, the deferred adjudication, the probation, if you would enter a plea of either guilty or no contest to the charge, and then we could talk about a deferral fee. But if you did want to contest the charges, if you think there's something in question or at issue, you would enter a plea of not guilty.
No, ma'am. I reassure you, you'll never see me again. So I would like to essentially do the adjudication.
Okay, so you would like to enter a plea then of no contest? You do not want to contest the charges?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Let's see. All right, so it's a speeding charge, and are you over the age of 25?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So the deferral fee would be $244. That would be a 90-day deferral, no moving violations during that deferral period, and then we would close out the case and would not appear as a conviction on your driving record.
Yes, Your Honor. I would like to accept that.
Okay. The fee of $244, is that something you can pay in full, or would you need a payment plan?
I can pay that in full.
Okay, and can you make that payment by next Friday, the 19th?
Yes, Your Honor. I would call the court and pay over the phone?
You can do that, or they can also, if you email them, they can email you a link in response, and you can pay it through that internet link.
Okay, if we could set up the email, I would appreciate that.
Okay, sure. If you'll just email the court with your name and case number, or just your name and that you were on the docket today, you will get that link emailed back to you, and you can email the court at olmosparkcourt@gmail.com.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. So that'll be due by the 19th, and just email the court. They'll send you that link, and then your 90-day deferral will begin upon payment. After 90 days, we will dismiss the case. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
All right. Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you very much for appearing, and you're free to go.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
You as well.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Next is Miguel Escalera. Sir, if you could unmute for me, please. You could should be able to click there on your screen to unmute.
Okay,
There
can
we
you hear me
go.
now?
Yes. How are you today? Can you hear me?
Doing fine. I'm just at work.
All right.
I'm
You're not driving though, right?
No, I'm not driving.
Okay. All right.
I'm trying to get my license renewed or reinstated, but I had to take care of some tickets.
Yeah,
I
you
just
got
recently got out of TDC, so I'm trying to see if there's any way I can if I can ask you to help me with these tickets, either to get them dismissed or credit for time served, or maybe like a reduction.
Okay.
It's kind of hard for me.
All right. Have you submitted any paperwork from TDC?
I faxed them over. I'm not too sure if they received them. Well, it said that they received, but I'm not too sure if they got there because of the short notice. I was reading the email and it said I had to do it a week before, but I've been having troubles with my phone.
When did you submit that?
I submitted them this morning, like at 9 in the morning or 8.
Okay. All right. So you did send some paperwork.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Let's go through these one at a time then. These are old tickets. These are from April 17, 2013. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Display expired or no motor vehicle inspection. How do you plead?
No contest.
Display expired registration. How do you plead?
No contest.
Failure to maintain financial responsibility or insurance. How do you plead?
No contest.
All right. You are then now requesting credit for time served for these cases?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you waiving your right to trial on each of these cases?
Yes.
All right. And you did submit some paperwork. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Let me see if I have that and we'll take a look at that. Okay.
Okay.
Do you understand that if I do grant the credit for time served, these will be convictions on your record?
Yes.
All right. It will serve the purpose of closing them out. They will be reported as convictions to DPS, and they may or may not require you to pay some sort of reinstatement fee when you do try to get your driver's license. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's entirely up to DPS. I do not know what they will do. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Let me see here. I'm taking a look at the letter you sent in. Okay. Are you currently employed, sir?
Yes, I just recently started.
Okay.
It's been real difficult to get to work and from. And then I was offered a job opportunity with them and driving, but it's the tickets that I have, it's actually preventing me from getting my license. So
Okay.
I'm in a little trouble there.
All right. So you're just looking to clear out these cases in each of the pending courts. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. I'm just taking a look now at the paperwork. If you'll give me a few minutes here. And you have a case manager, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And how long are you going to be under supervision?
For approximately 2 years.
Okay. All right. And you said you recently gained employment?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right, sir. If I do grant community service, you do understand these will be convictions on your driving record.
Pardon me?
I'm sorry, not if I grant credit for time served.
Yes.
Okay. And you're waiving your right to trial, correct? Just to verify.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and grant credit for time served. We will close these out as convictions. They will be reported as closed out to DPS. And as I said, they may or may not require you to pay some sort of reinstatement fee when you do to go back and try to get your driver's license. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
And just to be clear, these only take care of these 3 open cases with City of Olmos Park. If you have other cases in other counties or cities, that's up to you to take care of those tickets with them. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. We're gonna close these out today with credit for time served.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much.
All right. You're free to go. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a good day.
You do the same. Good luck. Mr. Dixon?
Judge, I have a plea agreement on Mr. Charles Baran.
Okay.
It's a no contest plea. 30 days deferred disposition. Fine of $169 due by Friday, August 19th.
Okay. Mr. Baran, is
Yes, Your Honor.
that your understanding of the plea offer from the prosecutor?
Yes, it is.
All right. And you are in agreement with that?
Yes, I am.
Very good. And just to be clear, you're waiving your right to trial, correct?
That is correct.
All right, very good. We'll go ahead and accept this plea offer. We'll get this processed for you. Your payment will be due by next Friday, the 19th, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're free to go. Thank you for appearing this morning.
Thank you.
Have a good day. All right, next is Jacqueline Hartwig.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, I just.
Yeah, it's
Good
still
morning. Yes, almost. Well,
Almost.
almost. But I just want to say I'm very grateful for your time today, and I've never had to have an interaction with a judge, but I just wanted to tell you that. Did you know that God's 4 cardinal qualities are justice, love, power, and knowledge? So, I think all judges are kind of godlike. But
Oh, well, that's very generous of you. Thank you.
it's the facts. It's in the Bible. But also, I have lived on Odell Street, which was, I bike and ride my bike and walk in that area for the past 15 years, going to Olmos Basin Park. But on that evening, Sunday, I was doing
Well,
my
Ms. Hartwig,
servitude.
can I just stop you just for a minute?
Uh-huh.
I need to have you enter a plea first before we go into any
Oh,
detail.
not guilty.
Okay, so you have, just to be clear, you have 2 charges, defective or no license plate light. How do you plead on that one?
Yeah, it was disconnected, so I guess it's working now, but it wasn't plugged in. It wasn't working then, so guilty.
Okay, and then fail to drive in a single lane. Is that the one you're pleading not
Yeah.
guilty to?
Yes, ma'am. I would just,
Okay, all right.
yeah, I know
So
that.
here's what the normal process is. I will send you now to visit with Mr. Dixon, who's the prosecutor. And you
Okay.
can discuss the facts with him, and then he decides how he wants to move forward with the case, okay?
All right.
Okay, sure.
you.
So we're gonna send you into a breakout room. Okay. I think she's in the breakout room, Frank.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so next is Matthew Laird. Matthew Laird. Hello? Matthew Laird?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Okay,
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can now, yes.
All right,
All right,
great.
so you have a charge here for display expired registration. How do you plead?
Not guilty. I renewed the registration and I sent the receipt to the court email this morning.
Okay. All right, so it was expired at the time, but you got it corrected, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, that's right.
All right, so do you want to enter a plea of not guilty, or do you want to enter a plea of no contest?
Hang on one second.
Sorry, Your Honor, I'm his wife and the owner of the vehicle and the lawyer, so slightly
oh.
better qualified. I think it's no contest, with the affirmative defense being that we cured the problem within 30 days. It expired at the end of May. The ticket was issued on June 16th, and we've renewed it since, I think, like 2 weeks later.
Sure, so okay, very good. So Mr. Laird, if you enter a plea of no contest, we'll take a look at that paperwork, and it sounds like you will qualify for the compliance dismissal, okay?
Okay, that works.
All right, if you enter a plea of not guilty, we would then proceed with setting your case for trial. But from the information you've provided, it sounds like you did take everything and you were able to take care of everything and have a receipt, correct?
Correct.
All right, let me see here. Did we receive that? You said this morning, right?
I sent it to the court at, I believe, court at almospark.org.
Oh, okay.
Do you have that, Valerie, or?
I think Myra has that one. Unless she forwarded it.
I just sent it.
Okay, let's see.
Let me check, Judge, and I'll forward it.
Okay. Very good. All right, Mr. Laird, if you could just hang on a few minutes, we're going to try to track that down. And I can take a look at it for you, okay?
Sure thing.
All right, just hang on a minute. I am going to move to the next defendant, but I'll be back with you shortly.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Jeffrey Lim,
Yes, Honor.
how are you today?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
All right, very good. So you have a charge here for speeding, 39 in a 25-mile-per-hour zone. How do you plead?
Since this is my first time appearing at hearings, so can you please elaborate on the deferred disposition a little bit?
Sure. If the deferral is, it keeps it off your driving record. It's a deferral period, informally called probation.
Mhm.
Basically, you would pay a deferral fee or a special expense fee related to your case. In this instance, it would be a fee of $247. You would be placed on a deferral for 90 days. Upon completion of the 90 days, if you have not received any additional moving violations, and if you are current with your payments and have made every payment for a total of $247, at the end of the deferral period, at the end of the 90 days, the case is closed out and will not appear as a conviction on your driving record.
Yes,
Okay.
Honor.
Are
So-
you over the age of 25?
I'm 25, Honor.
You are 25. Were you 25 when you received the ticket, or were you younger than 25?
Yes, I was still 25.
Okay, all right. All right, so you would not have to take the class as a requirement. That would just be the deferral fee of the $247. And
Yes,
then
Honor.
at the end of the 90 days, we close out the case. The other option is the defensive driving class, which would be $144 for court fees. Then you take the class separately and you pay for that separately as well.
Yes, Honor.
Okay, so those two options keep the moving violation off your driving record with a plea of either guilty or no contest. If you want to contest the charges, you would enter a plea of not guilty.
So I would like to go for deferred disposition.
Okay, so how would you like to plead on your case? Guilty or no contest?
So can you please?
Sure. So guilty, pretty plain on the guilty. I did it. I just want to take responsibility for it. No contest. I'm not contesting the charges. Okay. I just want to resolve the matter today. It serves the same purpose in our court as a guilty plea, but you're not contesting the charges, and it cannot be taken into consideration in a civil matter. Okay. If there's a separate civil matter, but for purposes of our court, guilty and no contest serves the same purpose, but for no contest, you're just not contesting the charges. You're not admitting guilt. You just want to resolve it.
Yes. I want to go for no contest.
No contest. Okay. And you'd like to do the deferral. Is that correct?
Yes, Honor.
All right. So it would be a fee of $247 for the deferral, 90 days. Okay. No moving violations during that 90-day period. At the end of the 90 days, we close out the case so it does not appear as a conviction. Okay.
Yes, Honor.
Now the fee of $247, is that something you can pay in full by next Friday?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. If not, we can place you on a payment plan. It's up to you.
I can make it happen.
Okay. All right. So that will be due by the 19th. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And you can stop by in person and make that payment. You can contact the court by phone and they can give you information over the phone on how to make that payment by credit card, or you can email them and they can send you a link to make that payment as well. Okay.
Yes, Honor.
All right. Any questions?
No questions.
Okay. The 90-day deferral period will begin when you make that payment. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Any questions?
No questions.
All right. You're free to go. Just make sure you make that payment by the 19th.
Yes, Honor. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. Let's see here. Mr. Dixon, you're back.
Judge, I have an agreement on Ms. Hartwig. I don't know if she's
There we
there.
go.
There she is. Okay, wonderful. All right, I have an
Okay, it
agreement on
just
Jack.
took a minute to move me.
Okay, all right. Stand by, Ms. Hartwig. I'm going to tell the judge what we've agreed to. So, Judge, the plea agreement on Ms. Hartwig is on the defective license plate light, guilty plea, 180 days deferred disposition, a fine of $175 with a payment plan, $40 down by the end of next week. And she will need the probationary period to finish off those payments, Judge. She's got circumstances at the moment.
Okay.
And I'm going to dismiss the other case if she does all that.
Very good. Okay, Ms. Hartwig,
Yes, ma'am.
is that your understanding of the plea offer from the prosecutor?
Yes. And
Okay.
if I can pay it sooner, or is it still a 6-month probation or something?
It's-
Or wait, 3 months?
Judge, I will make it part of the agreement that if she pays it off early, I'll recommend an early termination of the probation.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, very good. So for now, it's 180 days to give you time to make those payments. However, if you do pay it off sooner, the prosecutor will make a note in the file to end the probationary period sooner, and I'll go along with that request, assuming it's paid sooner than the 180 days. Okay.
Okay.
All right, very
Thank
good.
you.
So the 40, you're very welcome. So the $40 will be due by next Friday, and then we'll put you on a payment plan. And once the balance is paid off, we'll reduce that deferral period. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Any questions?
No.
All right. Very good. So just make sure you contact the court by next Friday and stop by and make that payment, and then we'll get you started.
All righty.
All right. Thank you. You're free to go.
Thanks again. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you. All right. Let's see here. All right. Let's see here. Yolanda Watkins. You're on mute. If you could unmute, there we go. If you could unmute for me. All right, can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Let's see here. You have a charge for fail to dim headlights meeting. How do you plead on that?
No contest.
Okay, and how did you want to take care of that?
Well, I'm homeless. I don't have any money.
All right,
And
you were driving at the time, right? Were you driving?
Yes, ma'am, I was.
Okay, but you don't own a vehicle now, or?
No, well, I just got my vehicle.
Okay, but you're homeless at the moment?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So did you just want, you're not employed? Is that?
I just received food stamps and that's $2.50.
Okay. All right. All right. Would you like to do community service hours to close this out?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. It's going to be 8 hours of community service. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. That will close out the case. Just do your community service hours at any nonprofit in Bexar County. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you have a location in mind, somewhere you can go?
No, ma'am.
All right. You can do that at the soup kitchen, the food bank, Goodwill, or church, something like that. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We're gonna send you some paperwork with the timesheet. Okay. The organization will have to fill out that timesheet.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you have an email address we can send that to, or no? Do you have a mailing address?
To my daughter.
Okay. All right. So what I need you to do, or Myra, can you talk to her in a breakout room and get that updated contact information?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Watkins, you're going to go into a breakout room with the court clerk. She's going to take your contact information so we can send that to you. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Right. You're very welcome. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right. We'll close this out after we receive those 8 hours. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Just hang on. Have a good day now.
You too.
Thank you. All right. And Ms. Bedell is from earlier today. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Okay. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Let's see. You have a speeding charge, 39 and a 30 mile per hour. How do you plead?
No contest, non-contest.
Okay. And then operate unregistered motor vehicle. How do you plead?
No contest. We took care of the registration. I mailed in the receipt.
All right.
But at the time, my husband did not know I got a ticket for that one.
So the pay, okay.
Yes.
All right. And what about, let's see, you wanted to do the driving safety course option, is that right, for the speeding?
Correct, ma'am. Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Have you taken that in the last 12 months?
No.
And do you have valid insurance in your name and a Texas driver's license?
Yes, Your Honor. I sure do.
So it's $144 for court fees. Okay. Can you pay that by next Friday?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so that's due by the 19th, along with a copy of your driver's license and insurance. And then you have 90 days to complete the course. So you can choose to take that online or in person, but you choose the provider of the course. Okay.
Okay.
And then you pay for that separately. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
And then at the end of the 90 days, or as soon as you complete the course, you turn in your certificate and a copy of your driving record. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Any questions on that?
No, Your Honor.
All right.
Yes.
Let me take a look at the registration. You did submit that, you said?
Correct. Yes.
All right.
And where would I go for the defensive driving? Do I just Google it? It's my first time.
You can Google that, but it must be a Texas approved driving safety course for a ticket dismissal. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Don't take the one. It can be confusing. Don't take the one where it's for newly licensed drivers. There's a separate course for that. That's longer. Okay. You're looking for the driving safety course for ticket dismissal, and it's roughly a 6-hour course.
Okay. Driving safety course for ticket. Okay.
All right, and you submitted the receipt. Okay. All right, it's a $20 fee on the compliance dismissal for the registration, okay?
Okay. Mhm.
So a total of $164 due by next Friday, okay?
Okay. Yes,
All
Your Honor.
right, can you stop by and make that payment in person?
I sure can.
All right, very good. Once you do that, they'll give you the paperwork on the driving safety course, okay?
Okay. Awesome. Thank
Very
you.
good. Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye. All right, Mr. Laird, I'm gonna take a look at the paperwork you submitted. Just give me a minute here. Let's see. All right, Mr. Laird.
Yep.
All right, so who is Naima Figueroa?
That is my wife.
Okay. And let's see here. Myra, is that the same license plate that's on the traffic ticket? So I'm not showing.
Is it H? So
Right,
it's-
HMP
Yes,
3566?
correct.
Okay. Hold on a second. Okay, I see that now. Okay, Mr. Laird, the late penalty wasn't paid, but I'm gonna go ahead and accept that as proof. And it'll be a $20 compliance fee, okay?
Okay.
All right, so if you could send that into the court by next Friday, we can close it out as a compliance dismissal.
Okay, and can I do credit card online payment, or does it need to be a check, or?
It needs to be a check or cash because it's under $100.
Okay, great. And can I just go in person and pay it?
You can, yes, sir.
Okay, sounds
All
good.
right, very good. Any questions?
Yep, that'll do it.
All right, very good. We'll close it out after you make that payment.
Okay, great. Thanks a
All
lot.
right,
Have a good one.
thank you. Have a good one. Bye-bye now. All right, call the docket one more time. Joseph Bermudez, Christopher Cheatwood, Chesney Clemens, Brittany Cuileja, Selena Garcia, Milton Guy, Freddie Hernandez, Atina Lopez Melendez, Federico Matamoros, Janie Perez, Deshaun Pettit, Rogelio Renteria III, Olivia Rivas, Heather Schmidt, Linda Solis, and Christopher White. All right, that concludes the 11:15 docket, and we are in recess until 1:45.
All right.
All right, see y'all then. Thank you.
You ready?
See you then.